and welcome to this special edition of FYI. I'm Elaine Chang-Baxter, the Director of Partnerships for Montgomery County Public Schools. Video conferencing with us today is Miss Judie Clark. Miss Clark is the founder and executive director of Women Who Cares Ministries. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited about doing this interview with you.
Great. Can you tell us briefly when your organization began and what your core mission is?
Sure. Women Who Care Ministries was founded in June of 2001, and our core mission is to help hurting people heal and to transition to a brighter day. And we do this by providing various safety net programs. Now, we originally started as a women's fellowship in my very own living room, and there were tons of women, and they were from all backgrounds, all religions, and we would get together and we would talk about everything from A to Z. But what made it so critical and so special, Elaine, was that this was a safe haven where women knew that what they shared here, it stayed here, and women began healing in all areas of their life. And as a result of this inreach, we then almost overnight turned into an outreach where we began helping people who were hurting through needing to overcome substance abuse. They were homeless. They were just recently re-entering society as a result of being incarcerated. They were hungry because they were low income and didn't have enough to eat. So we began targeting these populations and began being able to be a viable service to them.
Wow, we're thankful for everything that you're doing. What about the relationship with Montgomery County Public Schools? Can you tell us about that relationship and what you guys specifically do to serve the children in our school system?
Yes, we love the relationship that we have with Montgomery County Public Schools. Even before COVID-19, for about 15 of the 20 years we've been in existence, we have been viable partners with Montgomery County Public Schools in that we provide the Helping Kids Eat Backpack Weekend Meal Program, which is our signature program. And this program was designed to make sure that kids who were in food insecure households, typically children who were receiving free and reduced meals Monday through Friday, we wanted to make sure that they had enough food to eat over the weekends so that they could function, so that they could enjoy the weekends, so that they didn't have to worry about where a weekend meal was coming from, so that they can focus on their studies, so that they can focus on having fun. And so now when they came back to school on Monday, they would be able to learn. And this program has grown tremendously. We have grown to double of what we were serving before. So prior to COVID, we were providing weekend meals to more than 2,500 kids in the elementary, middle, and some high schools. But now since COVID-19, the demand is so great that just this past Friday, we delivered over 5,000 food sacks to low-income kids, primarily at the distribution sites at the Montgomery County Public Schools, but also other distribution sites like rec centers, and also our own facility, the Women Who Care Ministries facility on Clubhouse Road in Montgomery Village.
So are you guys getting more requests, and then therefore you guys are trying your best to fulfill those requests during the COVID-19?
Yes, absolutely. We're getting more requests because, again, although people prior to COVID-19 didn't really realize how critical the hunger issue was in Montgomery County. Now with COVID-19, it's irrefutable because not only do we have our current students and families that were in need of food, but now the quote unquote new needy, folks who used to be able to be self-sufficient because they were working, now they're not working. And a lot of the sector of people that we're now dealing with, not only are they not working for one reason or the other, they don't qualify for unemployment. So this also attributes to the need increasing so rapidly.
Thank you for that explanation. You know, a lot of people in Montgomery County don't actually realize how many families are in need. And I like the point that you just brought up that other families, now that COVID-19 has hit, have additional needs. Can you just spend some time explaining what the needs are in our county? A lot of people, again, they don't realize that we actually have students who, if you don't provide that weekend sack of food, they're not going to have necessarily food in the county. So can you just describe the real need of some families in our community?
Yes. So although it's a great thing that Montgomery County Public Schools and other organizations, including Women Who Care Ministries, are providing the weekend meals to kids, but one of the reasons that we opened up our distribution centers is because we had parents and they were like, we really appreciate what you're doing for our kids, but what about me? Me and my children over 19, or me and my spouse, we're going to bed hungry as well. So that's an increased need. Not only do the children always need to eat, but so do adults need to eat as well. So in addition to providing the weekend meal for kids, we also have our Montgomery Village Food Center, where we supply a 7 to 10 day supply of food to the older sector to make sure that they're not going to bed hungry, not just over the weekend, but at any given time. But then there's other needs, everything from hygiene needs to it could be light bulbs. There are also a lot of utility shutoffs and concerns that they have. Although the governor has put some orders in about certain things can't be shut off, there is still a lot of utility companies, for example, cell phone companies that still will cut your phone off if you're not making the bill in a timely manner. So we just work with other partners as much as we can to try to fill the need to the best of our ability with every client that comes to us and lets us know what need that they have in that particular situation.
So speaking of clients and needs, how do they reach out to you and your organization to either meet you guys at a distribution site or to get some support if they need the support?
Okay, great. So we're on Montgomery County Public Schools website, which means that if you go to montgomerycountypublicschools.org and you click on distribution sites, they will refer you to our nonprofit. So if someone had never heard of us, they would know then that they could click on womenwhocareministries.org. And once you click on our website, we tell you what's going on for the current week. Like, for example, we're getting ready to change that to reflect what we're doing this week. It still has the current language from the last week. So each week on a Sunday or a Monday, we let the community know what's new and the resources that we're offering. We're doing something really special for Easter Sunday, this year. And so they find out about us through Montgomery County Public Schools website. They find out from us through City of Gaithersburg website. They find out from us through our very own website, but also we're partnered with Montgomery County Volunteer Center, so they can find out about us and find out about our needs and also our services. So they find out our needs as far as the volunteers that we have, but they also find out that we're providing food. So, and then also word of mouth. And also we have a great rapport with all of the school staff for all of the 50 schools that we were providing food to prior to COVID. So we're getting tons of calls from them. What can you do for my schools? What can you do for my families? So being well positioned in the community has helped us a lot in being able to reach as many people as possible.
It sounds like you're really greatly well positioned. It sounds like now that school staff are back working, but virtually, I'm glad to hear that they're all reaching out to you to see
Yes.
what you can do to help support our families.
Yes.
I have a quote here, and I'm going to have to look at my notes. One of your favorite sayings is, "My former pain is going to bring gain to others." Why
Yes.
do you feel it's so important to focus on the positive during this incredibly challenging time?
Yes, that is absolutely one of my favorite quotes, because where I am today, I haven't always been here. I found myself in life in many, many dark places. And once I was miraculously, transformed by the grace of God. My life took a 180-degree turn, and I became compelled to help other people overcome in every aspect of their life. And it takes a lot of positivity to be at this place and at this space. So it's really critical to have a positive perspective about what's going on right now. We can't deny that this is devastating, that COVID-19, the pandemic is devastating. But what I do and what I try to spread, the message we try to spread on to others, is that this too shall pass. And we also try to spread on the fact of, look at how this has brought the community together. Look how people are being able to lend a helping hand in every way. Be grateful that we are here today. Let's practice safe measures to make sure that we can stay here today, to be here for our loved ones and be here for other people who have lost other ones. So positivity is everything. So we carry that spirit of optimism as opposed to pessimism in every area of our life. I do it personally and also being a major part of the ministry.
Thank you for sharing that. Are you guys accepting volunteers during this stressing time, or are you guys just wanting to use the staff that you have?
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we have we operate out of a facility that's 5,000 square feet. So last week we could have up to 12 volunteers at a time. We had three in four different parts. So they weren't 6 feet away, they were like 20 feet away. Because we feel that it's important in doing these good deeds that we practice the safety measures such as masks, gloves, washing your hands every time you get a chance, and if you're coughing, we can't accept you. Number one, the first thing we ask a volunteer is, are you well? And if they say they're well, then we'll let them come on. If they say they're struggling with anything, we say for the safety of you and anyone else, maybe you can volunteer another time. So once we have the volunteers on board, they're critical in helping us make these 5,000 food sacks that we need to distribute on Fridays at the distribution sites. So we recruit volunteers again through Montgomery County Volunteer Center, through our website, and they just come in tons. A lot of people are sitting home and they want to be filled with purpose. They want to be useful. And we've just had such an outpouring. I mean, we've had people calling up, volunteering to help drive or help distribute at the food sites. We had a lady who's a professional baker. She dropped off like 3,000 packs of cookies for us to give out to the kids on Friday. The whole world has just come together for one united cause, that we're in this together. And I just see a camaraderie of sisterhood and brotherhood like never before. And that's one of the positive things that keeps us going as far as doing what we do.
Wow, your updates are so uplifting for me to hear, that there's so much positivity and people really coming together in such a great way. Is there anything else you want to add?
I'd just like to add that, again, even though this is a trying time, I would just like to encourage people that this too shall pass. Let your faith outweigh your fear, and just trust that if you're doing the best that you can do, staying safe, staying home as much as possible, this is all going to help to slow and stop the spread. And we also would like people to visit us at womenwhocareministries.org. That's our website, just to see what we're doing. We're also on Facebook at Women Who Care Ministries. And we're always open to see how we can help you, but also if you would like to make a donation to ensure not only are we able to continue to feed 5,000 plus students a week, but that we could be able to expand. We have a list of over 7,000 kids that if we had the capacity and if we had the funds, we could deliver and feed them right now. So if you'd like to make a donation of non-perishable food, if you'd like to make a monetary donation, if you'd like to volunteer, if you'd like to pray for us and pray for the world, whatever your impartation could be in helping our cause to go to the next level, we would greatly appreciate it. And we thank you.
Judie, I greatly appreciated this interview with you. I learned a few things, and I do hope that people reach out somehow, some way, whatever they're able to do to help support your work, because your work is serving others.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being on this show.
Thank you, and enjoy your day. Have a blessed day.
You too. I'm Elaine Chang-Baxter. Join us next time on FYI.